There is a moment when you almost betray yourself, almost say yes, almost go there, but you don't. And that's exactly where your power begins. This painting is called Bluebeard. But it's not really about a character. It's about the moment when you choose to stay in illusion or return to yourself. At the very beginning, there was just one meaning inside this work: back to myself. I didn't know what it would look like. I only set the direction. And then the painting started to reveal itself. First, color. Bright blue, bright pink. Contrast, tension. It stayed like that for a few weeks, settling, forming. At the same time, I was working on another piece, a portal, like a channel from the source of all that exists into physical reality. And at some point, something interesting happens. An excess of gold paint from that painting moved here. As if the energy didn't stop, it kept flowing. And from that moment, Bluebeard began to appear. Not as an idea, as an archetype. I saw a predator on it. The one who attracts, the one who promises, the one who tests you, where you will betray yourself. And at that point, it stopped being just a painting, because in my life, this same process began. Shadow work. Raw, honest, without illusion. I started to see where I was setting for less, where I had no boundaries, where I was giving my power away. And at the same time, in real life, a person appeared who perfectly embodied this archetype. Bluebeard. Temptation, attraction, and at the same time a trap. And there was a moment when I almost went there. The ticket was already bought. And at the last moment, I remembered. I know this story. It's about a forbidden door and consequences you cannot undo. And I chose myself. That's what this painting about. Not about fear, about choice, about returning to yourself in the moment when everything inside pulls you in the opposite direction. When you are already almost saying yes, but you don't. And in that moment, power is born. After this painting, a lot began to change. I cleared my space, let go of unnecessary connections, started setting boundaries. There was strength, clarity, boldness, and most importantly, I started to see my art differently. Before, I didn't sell my paintings. I could just give them away, leave them in another city, give them. They were like children to me, what I realized without condition. But now, something has changed. I realized that a finished painting is not something you just let go of. It's something you pass on with intention, into the right space, into the right hands, into a home what truly match it. And yes, this kind of power has its value, and I no longer diminish it. It's interesting that part of the gold from this painting moved further into the next world, higher self. As if the process didn't end, it continues. From one painting to another, from one state to the next, and if you are looking at this piece and something inside you responds, it means you are in this process too. There is only one question. Where are you choosing yourself? And where are you not?